Now, isn't she beautiful? Now you relax, okay?
Yeah, okay, relax.
She's going to speak in German because that's her native language, and Peter, the beautiful and illustrious translator that is multidimensional, will be speaking in English. And so you'll speak a little bit in German and then take a pause so Peter can catch up to you, okay?
Ja, ich verstehe.
She understands English pretty well, huh? Take your time, hold that mic right up there.
Ja. Okay. Hallo, also ich habe Brustkrebs und die Ärzte haben zu mir gesagt, das ist das Endstadium.
Hello.
Und,
Hello, good morning. I suffer from breast cancer and the doctors told me that it's in the terminal state, so it's final state, they said.
So, und jetzt weiß ich, dass es stimmt, weil er kann gehen.
And now I know that it's the final stage because the cancer can go now, it can leave me now.
Als ich kam, dachte ich, ich schaffe das nicht, weil ich bin so gegangen.
When I came here, I thought I would never make it because I walked like this, like I just showed.
Der linke Arm war ziemlich gelähmt.
And my left arm was paralyzed, basically.
Ich konnte rechts nicht viel tragen, weil der einfach zu schwach war.
And I couldn't really carry that much with my right hand either because I was just so weak.
Und ich habe noch 3 offene Stellen hier, also von der Operation.
And I still have 3 open spots there on my chest from the last surgery.
Und die waren ungefähr so 2-Euro-Stücke groß.
And they were about as big as a 2-Euro coin.
Und meine gute Freundin Gundula hat mir dann am Freitag den Verband am Abend neu gemacht und dann sind wir beide fast ausgerastet.
And my friend Gundula, she helped me to put on a new band-aid and we couldn't believe it.
Ja, wir haben gesehen, dass eine Stelle fast ganz zu ist und die anderen 2 viel kleiner geworden sind.
So one spot was totally closed already and the other 2 spots were really, really tiny.
Und
Now, you have to understand that after the surgery, these lesions were open for a very long time. They weren't healing. You understand? They were staying the same and getting worse. I saw the pictures. And then all of a sudden, she starts showing up here and overcoming herself. And to her surprise, when she looks down to change the bandage, one of them is completely closed and the other 2 are healing. You understand, yes?
Und meinen Arm kann ich jetzt also ziemlich hochheben, das konnte ich noch nicht.
And I can lift up my arm like this. Look at this.
Ich kann klatschen,
And I can clap also.
konnte ich auch nicht.
I couldn't do that before.
Und ich habe noch Tumoren am Hals und die waren richtig ekelhaft fett und dick.
And
So.
there's a few tumors on my neck also, and they were really nasty and fat.
Und Gundula sagt, komm, wir schauen mal nach. Und sie waren fast weg. Also es sind noch 2, 3 da, aber das ist lächerlich.
And Gundula said, hey, let's check up on those tumors also, and they were almost gone, and it's just a tiny little fraction is left, and she says it's ridiculous.
Und, und ich habe am Montag hatte ich noch Chemo und diese Chemo macht alle Haare kaputt. Also ich hatte keine Haare mehr am ganzen Körper.
And on Monday I took my last chemotherapy, and it just eats up all the hair on the body, and I didn't have almost any hair on my body at all.
Und am Samstagmorgen gehe ich ins Badezimmer und schaue in den Spiegel und ich schaue nochmal und ich schaue nochmal und ich denke, ich kann das nicht glauben.
And yesterday I went into the bathroom in the morning and I looked into the mirror and I looked and looked and looked and I couldn't believe it.
Ich habe wieder Augenbrauen und meine Wimpern sind zurück.
So my eyelashes are back and my eyebrows are back again.
Und so geht es immer weiter.
And it goes on like this.
Ich bin so glücklich und ich bin so glücklich.
I'm just
Ich
so
könnte
happy.
die ganze Welt umarmen.
I'm so happy I could embrace you all in all the world.
Hold it. Say it again. Peter, say it again.
I'm just so happy I could embrace the entire world at the same time, and you all of you here also.
Mein Gesicht war schief und hängend. Mein linkes Auge hing total runter.
My face was kind of crooked, and my left eye would just kind of hang down into the cheek.
Und ich hatte hier durch diesen Halstumor eine richtig dicke Schwellung.
And from one of the tumors, there was a swelling on the left side also.
Und auch das war am Samstagmorgen fast weg. Hier ist noch ein bisschen, aber das ist nicht mehr viel.
And Saturday morning it was almost gone. There's just a little bit left right now, but it's almost gone at all.
Sorry, ich muss weinen, weil ich so glücklich bin.
I just have to cry because I'm so happy.
Das ist meine Geschichte und ich danke euch fürs Zuhören.
This is my story, and thank you so much for listening to me.
So, let me ask you a few questions here. Most of you would walk right past her and never notice her because she just blends in as a normal person. And, you know, when she got that diagnosis after they did the surgery on her and they opened up all those lesions and the chemotherapy suppressed her immune system, and the doctor told her that it was terminal and that she was going to die. What emotion do you think most people feel after that moment?
Angry.
Anger and fear, yes or no? And all of a sudden, in that experience, when they get that information and they feel the change in their internal state, the moment they feel differently inside of them, they pay attention to the cause of it, and the brain takes a snapshot. And that's called a memory, a long-term memory. And that moment becomes the moment that they have to overcome. Are you with me still? So they think within the circuitry of that experience, and they feel within the boundaries of those emotions, and their entire state of being is in the past. Are you with me still? And of course, most people can't think greater than how they feel. And if fear has gripped them, then their fear is greater than their gratitude or their wholeness or their freedom or their inspiration. Yes or no? Yes. And yet, when I sat backstage with Rita yesterday, and her heart was wide open, and she was feeling over and over again, kept telling me, I feel so blessed. I feel so grateful. I am so happy in this moment. Don't you know that every time she acknowledges that, she heals more? Are you with me still? And of course then, when it comes time to open her heart, she's sitting there doing that meditation. She's not thinking, oh, Jesus, here we go again, the same thing.
No.
You know what she's saying? Another time to feel even more. Another time to condition my body into the future. Another time to downregulate the gene for cancer and upregulate the gene for health and restoration and regrowth and repair. And her body in days is responding to a new mind. Now, most people would say, well, she's a little elderly. It'll probably take her quite a bit of time to recover. Yeah, that's normal. That's natural. But she dragged her body out of the past this week. She took herself out of the past. She chose herself. And when it came time to do that walking meditation, she had no problem pretending that she was healthy. Tell me what her other choices are. Tell me. This is it for her. And she is 100% uncompromising and committed. And because of that, she moves closer to the divine. And because of that, her heart opens a little bit more. And the moment she starts noticing her beautiful eyelashes growing back and her eyebrows coming around and her wounds healing and her face changing and her arms, she can lift it up. What kind of feeling you think she's having? Huh? And don't you know the moment she feels that feeling and the energy from that experience is going to drive her to do it with more passion, more conviction, more intensity. She's going to go a little further because she's seeing the changes. And once you start seeing the changes in your life, and I don't care if it's with your body or the thing you're working on creating, the moment you start seeing things healing in your life, the moment you start seeing feedback from your world in uncommon and unusual ways, the moment things appear out of nowhere because you created them from nowhere, the moment something appears out of nothing because you created it from nothing, the moment it happens in no time because you created it in no time, that's all you're going to need. And you're not going to wake up in the morning, oh God, I got to do another meditation. That's not going to be your energy. Your body's going to wake you up and say, let's do this. I want some more of that. Whatever you're giving me, give me some more.
Ja.
Because if you can't wake up in the morning and be inspired by the day, it means that you can predict the feeling of every experience and your body's already resigned because nothing new is happening. People who create their life can't wait to get up and live it. And she is the example of truth, and I would rather have dinner with her than any famous person, any scientist, any academic, because she's the example of truth. Yes or no?
Ja.
We can't explain what you dream, and we're not quite sure why you dream, but we can definitely confirm that your brain is a night owl. Did you know that humans spend 1/3 of their lives asleep? Or that sleep deprivation is deadlier than food deprivation? When the lights go out, your brain is purging toxins, storing memories, and making important connections so that you can be more productive at sunup. So, do higher earners make more money because they get better sleep? Or do they sleep better because they have more money? Let's break it down. Sleep is the brain's way of saying, step aside, I'll take it from here. Two groups of cells in the hypothalamus and the brainstem trigger a loss of consciousness known as slow-wave sleep. About 45 minutes after lying down and closing your eyes, your muscles are now relaxed and your breathing is slowed. Slow-wave sleep is named for the large, slow brainwave it induces. This is the sleep stage when the brain recovers from its daily activity and uses this time to create and store new memories. This is also how we learn and retain information. So the next time you think pulling an all-nighter might be a good idea, go to bed instead. Studies show a better sleep can improve retention by as much as 40%. After about 70 minutes into your snooze, you'll slip into rapid eye movement sleep, REM sleep. This is also called paradoxical sleep. Since your brain becomes highly active, it's as if you're awake. Your breathing gets faster, your heart rate increases, and your eyes flutter randomly while the rest of your body remains paralyzed. And yet you can still run, jump, fly, free fall, because you're dreaming. We forget 90% of our dreams after just 10 minutes of waking up. Some of them we're even happy to forget. But what the brain accomplishes while you sleep will always be remarkable. Do you often wake up feeling clear-headed and ready to seize the day? You might think that beautiful sunrise has something to do with it, but really, that's the feeling of your brain's overnight shift work paying off. We've already covered how the brain creates memories and encodes information while you sleep, and this process not only helps you to retain information, but it prepares you for upcoming actions and decisions. In other words, sleep on it might actually be the best advice. While you're in REM sleep, your brain is busy transferring memories from its motor cortex to its temporal lobe, where they become long-term memories. This helps physical tasks feel like second nature. It's why we never really forget how to drive a car or swing a golf club once we've learned. And it's one reason why some of the world's top violinists sleep 2 hours more than the average American. But even if you're not learning to drive, dance, or play a new instrument, your brain is still making creative connections while you sleep. A sleep study at the University of Berkeley, California, found that 33% of participants were more likely to make connections between distantly related ideas after waking up. This is our brain teaching us creative problem solving. The clear-headedness one experiences after a good night's sleep is not just a feeling, it's true. Your brain literally clears your head at night. It releases a cerebrospinal fluid that washes away neurotoxins and cell-damaging proteins that commonly cause Alzheimer's, Huntington's disease, or dementia. When the cleaning is over, 40% of this cerebrospinal fluid is absorbed back into your brain. So, not only is your brain equipped with its own plumbing system, but it also recycles. So what do you think? Can more sleep make us smarter? It might not raise your IQ, but it will certainly improve your well-being. Do you dream of being happy? Then make it a dream come true and get a good night's sleep. Besides, your brain needs to free up some space for more facts about your amazing body. Did you know that 12% of people dream entirely in black and white? A 2008 academic study found that before the advent of color television, that number was as high as 85%.
The architecture of the human body has captivated the attention of sculptors, artists, and scientists for millennia, with the quest to know what lies beneath the surface, to see beyond the form, to see through. Now, through the miracle of plastination preservation, part of the human connective tissue system called fascia is becoming visible in a way never before seen. Welcome to Fascia in a New Light. In January 2018, the Fascia Research Society, the Plastinarium, and Body Worlds embarked on a collaborative journey to create the world's first 3D human fascia plastinates. Together, they are creating history as the FascialNet Plastination Project.
Go into the thoracic lumbar.
Lá, nós temos principalmente
This part of the leg, that's the shape.
of how dissection